Five, four, three, two, one. Hello, it's Tuesday. It's 8 o'clock. It's time for biscuits. No, it's time for ZoomDown. And on the show, we have our champion. It's Paul Nixon.
Hello.
And he's playing a man he last played in Series 1, looking for a bit of revenge. Andy Platt. And a young man. Well, we're not sure. He looks like a young man. We're not sure. He could be 50. But it is... my God. It's Jonathan Rawlinson.
Hey.
Your name for a second there. How you doing? And we have Stephen doing the Lex tonight. And we have Graham doing the stream. So I'm a bit like Boris Johnson there. Oh, excuse me. Apologies. Yes, apologies. Forgive me. So how's everyone? Graham, you well?
Very well. This is what it feels like a Thursday, but it's not Thursday. It's Tuesday. So Tom is off auditioning for a quiz show. Which
oh, that's right.
We wish him all the best of luck with that.
Are we allowed to say which one? Naked Attraction? Are we allowed to say which one?
I don't know. I'll let you all guess. Basically, he's off with his university, auditioning for a quiz show.
I'm going to say
It's Get Your Own Back.
It's Get Your Own Back. Yeah. Yeah, there's not really many to choose from, are there, I suppose? So, Stephen, looking forward to this quality tonight we have?
Yeah, we've got a good-looking lineup in tonight.
Well, they're all right, though. They're all right looking, but they're good at Countdown.
Yeah, they're good at Countdown as well.
That's the main thing, really.
Well,
how are the chat doing?
The chat are looking forward to it as well. They seem to like the lineup as well. And speaking of the lineup, this being a high quality lineup, my stat of the day will sort of tie into that. Because you know how I have a trend of having a stat of the day that immediately gets debunked.
Okay.
That I say so and such has never happened, and then it happens.
Well, before we start?
Well, during the game.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay, so round 1 or 2, yeah. Okay, yeah, so what is this one today then?
This series, contestants who got exactly 9 maxes in a game have a 50% win rate. So it's happened 16 times, 8 wins, 8 losses. But if you look at contestants who get at least 10 maxes, so just one more, they have a 91% win rate. So 10 wins, 1 loss.
10 is the magic number then, isn't it? Yeah. Well, that's what Jack Hurst is always saying that to me. He goes, you want to be averaging 10 maxes. You want to be averaging, because that's a good player. A good player is 10 maxes and above. But he's tight. He's tight, that Jack one, so...
What Charlie used to say a long time ago on the forum, about 10 odd years ago, he said it's something like anything above 10 is solid Octochat territory. And then later on he said, well, maybe it's a bit lower.
It's below that.
But,
it's below
but yeah, I mean,
that.
if you're averaging 10 maxes a game, then yes, you're doing quite well.
Yeah, well, that's...
It used to be far easier, though, didn't it, back before the online dictionary came in?
Yeah, it's probably more of an achievement now than maybe. Yeah,
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they had smaller dictionaries to work with, Andy, did they?
It's easier, isn't it, to max?
Well, I don't know. See, I don't know. I have no experience of it because I wasn't really into the Aptris and all that.
I think my average maxes on Apter was something like 11 before the dictionary change, and now it's about 8 afterwards.
Right, okay. All right.
But it does mean that your dodgy words are more likely to be allowed under this dictionary.
Exactly, yeah.
Paul, you didn't have many dodgy words the other night. You played very well. Anyway, so how are you doing?
Yeah, very good. Very good, thank you. Good
Did you
to
enjoy it the
be
other
back
night?
again for more. Yeah, very much so. No, it's good fun. It's a much slicker setup than when I was back in Series 1 with all the overlay of letters now and button to click to buzz for the conundrums. So, yeah. Ooh,
and have you played Andy since?
I don't think so. No,
I've been trying to avoid him on afterwards.
Yeah.
Out for revenge.
Yeah.
I have to be careful. I've nearly broken my stool again. I only had this stool about 3 months.
Have you got the Christmas lights up there, Paul, on your board?
No, but I have to. I'm on a drum stool here, but it just seems to be wanting to do. It wants to do that, and the last one did that, and kind of the aluminium casing just kind of buckled. So I have to be careful. I'm not that heavy. Like I'm only 12.5 stone. You'd think I'd be, you wouldn't want a big man on this anyway. It wouldn't work. So anyway, I hope you play well tonight, Paul. We'll come to Andy. Andy, how are you doing?
All right, thanks, mate. How are you?
Good. You looking to get your revenge on Mr. Nixon then for Series 1?
Absolutely. Or go down in flames.
Go down.
Great invalid nines.
Okay, to an AC/DC soundtrack. That's what you want, really. Is.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. Right, well, I hope you have a good game. When it comes to Jonathan Rawlinson, sorry for forgetting your name. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke about your youthful looks, and I forgot your name. Just escaped me for a second. So
that's all right.
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And finally, we have remind me of the name. So, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, it's fun to be back. It's nice to see some familiar faces as well. Andy and Graham. I was just saying before, it's probably been at least 5 years since I've seen them. So
you wouldn't have seen them on the last time you were on, I suppose. Yeah, who was on the last time? Mouse, maybe.
Oh goodness, yeah, definitely. And Fiona.
Mouse and Fiona, maybe both her George.
Yeah, George. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Paul, very impressed with the new setup as well.
Excellent.
Very sick.
Well done. Cool. Right, we're good then. So, Stephen, if the chat are all ready,
yeah, chat are all ready.
Cool. Right. So, Mr. Nixon, as our champion, it's your prerogative. Take it away with your letters, please.
Okay, thank you. Can we have 3 vowels, 3 consonants?
You can. And they are O, A, E, L, D, and G.
And a consonant.
E.
And another consonant.
R.
And a consonant.
Okay, and final S. 30 seconds. Paul.
8.
8. Andy.
8.
Yours, please, Paul.
Gloaters.
Gloaters, yes. And Andy.
I'll go for the same.
Gloaters. Yeah, Lodestar here, Stephen.
Yeah, this is one of your classic letters rounds where it looks like there should be a 9, but there isn't.
Yeah, if Paul had picked a vowel, but he was trying not to pick a vowel there, I think, really. There was a few would have worked, isn't there? Well, at least one.
Delegator?
Yeah.
Well, the full list of 8 is delators, gloaters, legators, leotards, and lodestar.
Do you know leotards, despite being one of the most common countdown words, I never spot leotard. Don't know why. Even in the singular, I never spot it. And in the plural, I would see lodestar before leotards. Don't know why. Just one of these. All right, okay, 8 points each then, and it's round 2. That's Andy's letters, please.
Can I have 4 consonants, please?
You can. They are N, D, D, and T.
3 vowels.
A, E, and A.
Vowel.
E.
Consonant.
And the final S. 30 seconds. So, Andy?
Just a 7.
7, Paul?
Yeah, 7 as well.
Yours, Andy?
Sedated.
Sedated, yeah. Paul?
Standee.
And standee. Yeah, Stephen, one of those looks like there's more probably than there are.
Yeah, same story as before.
Mm-hmm.
So just 7s. So we've got ansated, deadens, deadest, sedated, and standee.
Okay. Not as many.
Ansated is the only one that's not really common.
Mm-hmm.
It means having a handle or handles.
Having handles. Okay. All right, very well played. It's 15 all. It's round 3. That's Mr. Nixon. Your numbers, please.
I know Andy's a bit of a whiz on the numbers, so I think I'll stick to one large.
Okay.
I'm not, but thank you. Really not.
We'll see.
Your 5 smalls are 5, 6, 6, 5, and 2, and your large is a 50, and your target is 356. There you go. Okay, 356 then, Paul.
Yeah, 356.
And Andy?
356.
Okay, Paul, your way, please.
I'll go the easy way. 5 plus 2
7.
times 50
350.
plus 6.
Add the 6. Andy?
Completely different. No, it's exactly the same. I mean, I did 2 plus 5 instead of 5 plus 2. That's about it.
Was there another way, Paul? Was there a harder way? Did you see it? Did you spot a harder way?
No, I gave up. I'd like to think there was a
If I looked at it, I went, yeah, I just used the 7. Yeah, I just used the 7. It's Stephen, was there a harder way?
There wasn't one that doesn't use the 50, but there is one that doesn't multiply by 50.
Okay.
So 6 by 5 by 5 by 2 is 300. Then you add the 50 and 6.
Very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
That's quite neat. Very good. Well played. 10 points apiece. It's 25 all, and it's round 4. That is Andy Platt. Your letters, please.
4 consonants.
Okay, they are Q, Y, K, and N. Ooh.
Oh, those ones. Can I
Now
have
they're
3
out.
vowels?
3 vowels, E, I, and A.
Consonant.
P,
Consonant.
and a final T. 30 seconds. Andy.
Just a 6.
Okay, Paul.
6 as well.
Yours, please, Andy.
Intake.
Intake. Paul.
Yeah, same way.
Intake.
I know you can nearly have panties. Very nearly.
Nearly have panties. You need an S for that one, Andy, I think.
Yeah, there's no S in my panties.
No S in your
Wait, what? What does that even mean?
Don't be talking about what's in your panties, please. Not ZoomDown. It's only 8:15. So they did well getting a 6 from there, Stephen.
Yeah, they did well, but a couple of people in chat, Ray and Jamie, did even better
Did they?
because they spotted kyanite.
Kyanite.
Now, kyanite is a blue or green crystalline mineral consisting of aluminium silicate.
I knew it was something to do with
the
them.
ceramics.
I knew it was a mispronunciation of something. So we say cyan, a lot of, well, the Europeans say cyan, do they?
Yeah, so you can also have it with the C.
Yeah.
But the Greek is from K, so it's hard. So it's a hard C.
It's a hard C rather than a soft C. Okay. Well done. I'll have to remember that one. Kyanite. That's my weakness.
Spotted that before, but never mind.
Round 5. 0 point game. It's Paul Nixon's letters, please.
3 vowels, 3 consonants, please.
They are O, E, A, M, L, and N.
And a consonant,
R.
and a consonant,
Another R.
and a consonant, please.
And a final D. 30 seconds.
Just a 7.
7. Andy?
7.
Yours, please, Paul.
Earldom.
Earldom. Andy?
Almoner.
Almoner. Yeah, Almoner. Okay,
Correct,
Stephen?
yes.
Yeah. Again, that was a very flat round. Lots of 7s available. Full list is Adorner, Almoner, Earldom, Ladroni, Madroni, Mandor, Mandrill, Morald, Nemeral, Oramen, Readorn, and Roadmen.
Nemeral. N-E-M.
Yeah, Nemeral. It might be Nemeral. I haven't looked it up. It is Nemeral. So Nemeral means of, relating to, or characteristic of groves or woods.
If you go down to the woods today.
They're from the Latin Nemeralis.
Okay. Didn't know that. What is that? I always think of the Spanish, the el bosque for woods. I thought the Latin was similar to that, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so 0-point game it remains, and we're in round 6, and it's Andy. Your first go at the numbers, please.
Can I go for 4 large, please?
You can. They are, your 2 smalls are 6 and 8. Then you have 100, 50, 25, and 75. And your target, 248. Best of luck. So, Andy, 248.
Yes, 248.
And Paul.
Yeah, 248.
Your way, please, Andy.
I couldn't find any clever ways, really, so I just said everything added together except the 8, and then take away the 8.
Okay, so that it was 150 and 250.
Yeah, it works.
Minus 8. All right, very well done. So, Paul, how'd you do it?
50 over 25 times 100
Yeah.
is 200, and then 6 8's 48.
206 times 8. Well, I did an even easier way. 25 plus 6 and times 8. None of your fancy 4 large tricks required there, Andy. That's it. I like those ones where you don't need those fancy tricks.
I mean, there were probably some in there somewhere, but...
Stephen, anything interesting?
Not really. Not really. There were 26 solutions overall. So take your pick from them.
Everyone went different ways, did they?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Duke.
Of course, my method is the only correct one.
Well, you get 10 points, but so does Paul. So 48 points, all good scores, lads. And there's nothing to separate you as we take a little break. So, Stephen, any crack in the chats tonight?
Well, we've just got solutions coming in for the numbers.
Your solutions. Anyone picking any favourites tonight? Who do they think is going to win? Hard to know with these boys.
Yeah, I don't think people can call it. Let's have a look back. No, it doesn't look like they can call it.
Okay. Well, the pressure's on this series as well, because it's we have COC coming up after this, so all of these boys will be wanting to play in that, I'm assuming. So, Mr. Rawlinson, how are you getting on so far? You got 48?
48. Oh,
are you scoring 48?
Yeah, I'm matching round to round.
Yeah,
I didn't get the Kaya Knights.
Kaya Knight, yeah.
No,
Okay, so you could have swung into the lead with that.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah.
So tell me, are you watching Real Countdown these days?
Not watching. I sort of check the wiki, have a look at what's going on.
Mm-hmm. That's fine to do for Countdown. Now for ZoomDown, you're better off watching, I think.
Yeah.
So you've no opinion on the current host and all that, and the sort of the changes we've seen this season?
No, I've not even seen Anne Robinson yet. Yeah. What do you think about her sort of presenting style?
Moi? Don't know have we got time? We might need to do a special on that, Andy. I think. Talk about it for a while. Yeah, we see it in the Countdown group. She certainly divides opinion, shall we say?
Yeah. I'll have to check out some episodes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a big fan of her interview style now. It's basically ask you a question, and when you're nearly finished that answer, ask you another one.
Okay.
Sort of ad infinitum, really. It sort of goes on. It's a bit rapid fire for my taste now. I like more sort of involved questions and answers. Ask you a question, let you talk for the next couple of minutes. That's usually a better way of doing an interview, isn't it?
I do like that she's actually talking to the contestants a bit more than Nick ever did. So you do get to see a bit.
Yeah, I found it hard to get a word in with Nick, to be honest.
Really?
I
suppose he could be talkative in his own way, I suppose. Yeah, he was sort of more interested in getting on with it. Right, you finished that. Now let's crack on.
Yeah.
Where she's seems to have brought her own guests in, and she's sort of very interested in what they're saying, but it's sort of, I don't know, not sure it's that watchable really, to be honest. I tend to make the tea when these bits come on, and I've never really done that. I've always kind of watched the guests, so I don't know, just was annoying me a little bit today. It's just one of those, just the sort
I'm quite amused by all the Rachel and Anne stuff all in the press.
I have seen that,
sniping at each other, and then I saw Rachel came out last week and denied it all, and it's all just rubbish.
I don't believe the denial either. The denial smacks of sort of, oh no, it's not as bad as everyone's making out. She's like, what did she say? But she's not the warmest character or something like that. There was still a barb in there. There was a little barb. So hard to know, Paul. It's hard to know what the real story is, but you can only judge it yourself. And I mean, I'm watching a long time, but I'm just finding this over those chats a little painful. I'm glad when I skip
putting contestants in an uncomfortable position. That's what I don't like. Nick was all very friendly.
Yeah. But she kind of got over that. She's not as bad as she was. She seems to have sort of got to calm that down a little bit. But it's just the sort of questions that she wants the answers to, I think, rather than what she thinks the sort of the public wants answers to. She'll ask you what you do and then say, could you do that for me? And nobody sort of really cares about that, I think, apart from her. So I don't know. But that's just my opinion. But it's just can be a difficult watch at times, I think. Especially the intro. And Nick's intros were never great. And Nick was, it's World Cauliflower Day or something. No. Anyone know any jokes on that? I don't know. It's difficult. But maybe we have some opinion from the chat, Stephen, do we? I have to be careful what I say, you see, so...
Actually, they're talking about, we've got a few people playing Countdown apps talking about the high scores. Martin got 132 yesterday evening.
Martin Pegram?
Bull double 16.
Bull double 16, that's a difficult 132. But you got this in Countdown, did he? Or in darts?
No, in darts, that was the joke.
In darts, right. Okay. Good scoring either. Right, okay, well, we will crack on then, I suppose. Sorry, Jonathan, what else have you been up to if you haven't been watching? I know the last time I spoke to you, you were very busy. You just started a new job or you'd moved into a new house and everything had changed for you. So how is that progressing?
Yeah, a bit more settled now here in Leeds. Enjoying getting out a bit.
And you're going into work every day?
Yes, yeah.
You're not stuck in the house anymore?
No. And the sort of things I've been doing has shifted a bit. So there's more, in my role at the moment, there's more like teaching. So teaching students maths, which I like the sort of in-person. Now there's a bit more in-person interaction, like less online.
Yeah.
Teaching. I'm enjoying that a lot.
Yeah, teaching is very much a sort of hands-on in the room kind of thing. It's hard over
exactly.
The internet, isn't it? Yeah. I know from helping my little boy with his homework, he's just started to bring home some homework. So I've become a homework dad for the first time ever now. So. And Viv's just like, you do it. I'm not doing it. So, who does it in your house, Paul? Who helps with homework? Is it you?
Well, I'm supposed to be the maths expert, apparently. But,
does that leave you with just the maths, or what about the English homework as well? Do you get that?
My son thinks that as well, I think. So, any maths he comes to me. Sorry? Oh, you've frozen, Paul.
Have I frozen? No, I can see all you guys.
Frozen for me.
Everyone looks unfrozen to me. No, Paul Nixon has dropped off the.
Paul Nixon looks frozen. You see, maybe it was his own connection. Yeah,
everyone else looks frozen apart from me.
I said that the other day, Paul. I said everyone's frozen, and then they were all you heard
I'm
was
moving on my screen.
All we heard was no. Paul's gone. We can't see Paul, so you don't know. Yeah. Yeah, internet up and down. But anyway, right, we'll crack on before it gets any worse. So good to talk to you, Jonathan. And we'll see you in the next game. So 0 point game. We have round 7. Mr. Nixon, your letters, please. If.
Oh, he's frozen again.
He's frozen. He looks happy about it, but. Do we have him? Paul?
Oh, it's got to be a default win for me then.
You wish, Andy. You wish. We've checked the statutes and stuff like that in the rule books. No, there's no. We didn't formulate a plan for walkovers and things like that. Paul, do we have you?
Although I will check, 48 would be the lowest ever winning score.
I'll take it.
He's gone, has he?
Better than having the highest ever losing score. What guy would have that?
Yeah, did you beat Ishan or did he win? I can't remember, Andy. I just remember it was a cracker.
Oh, I meant on the show itself. He beat me, I think.
Was it?
No, I don't know. I can't remember.
Can't get there.
No, was
Andy beat Ishan 140, 138.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Which isn't our? Was it? Did it tie our highest
It's
ever?
our joint highest ever scoring game.
Luke Johnson Davies and
Jack Hurst, Luke Johnson Davies was also 140, 138.
And who got that? Who won that?
Jack.
Jack did, right.
Hi, Paul.
There you go. Sorry.
We back?
Yeah, looks okay.
We played 3 rounds without you.
Yeah, so Andy now has a commanding lead. Sorry about that.
Didn't score any points by the look of it. You must have done great.
Oh, they're just yet to
Three
update, Paul. That's it.
invalid
It's a bit of a lag. So anyway, right, we'll crack on before internet gets any worse. So Paul, your letters, please.
Okay, let's go 3 vowels, 3 consonants, please.
Okay. I, O, and A, B, T, and M.
Hold on, I can't. I've lost the.
You might want to refresh the.
Yeah, refresh that page.
That
and
page.
you get it.
Oh, there we go.
If you dropped offline, it'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Consonant, please.
D.
Vowel.
O.
And vowel.
The final O, 3 O's, 30 seconds. Paul.
6.
6, Andy.
6.
Yours, please, Paul.
Diatom.
Diatom, yes. Andy.
Exactly the same.
Very good.
Yep.
No fooling these guys, Stephen. Was there anything longer?
No, that was the only 6.
The only 6? Right.
And it's not a group of 2 atoms, which is what I thought it was. It's a single-celled alga, which has a cell wall of silica.
Is it so? It's not diatom; it's diatom.
Well, comment.
Diatom.
Oh,
diatom.
That's even different. That's another option. Diatom. So nuts. Okay, well done, guys. Finding the only 6. Hard to separate you. It's round 8. Andy, your letters, please.
4 consonants, please.
Okay. T, T, C, and R.
3 vowels.
U, A, and I.
Vowel.
Another U.
Vowel.
The final A. 30 seconds. Andy.
5.
Paul.
Yeah, 5 as well.
Yours, please, Andy.
Tracked,
yes. Paul.
Attic.
And attic.
I was trying to fish for Urticate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what exactly. If you had that E, that would have been the one. But Stephen, was there anything longer than a 5?
There was, and Adam Latchford has spotted it. Riata.
Riata.
Riata. R-A-I-T. Well,
T-A.
it's usually spelled with 1 T, but it can be spelled with 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long, light rope, usually of rawhide or hemp, used chiefly for catching livestock or tethering animals.
Riata. Very good. Hold on, Adam. 59 all here. It's round 9, and that's Paul's numbers, please.
Let's go one large again, please.
One large, okay. 3, 5, 3, 2, and 9 are the smalls. Your large is the 25, and your target is 439. 30 seconds. Okay, so Paul.
439.
And Andy.
439.
Okay, your way, please, Paul.
2 times 9
18.
times 25,
450.
and then take off the other numbers. 335.
5, 3, and 3, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is 11, 439. And
Yeah, same way.
Yeah, basically the same.
you did the same.
Slightly different order.
Yeah, I kept the. You can keep the 9 and the 2 as the 11 as well, and do the other ones, get 18. Or there was another way. Was the other way I did? No, sorry. Thought I had to start another way, but Stephen.
Yeah, that's pretty much how chat went. Looking to see if there are any interesting or non-obvious solutions.
Can you get another 1-4? Sorry, 46.
Yeah, there's a 34 times 13 minus 3. So 25 plus 9. And then 5 3s minus 2 is 13. Multiply those for 4, 4, 2. You take up 3.
Quite interesting. Sorry, who was that? Jonathan?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't you. I thought someone was interjecting. So, Andy, you'll be delighted with those scores then. That's where you want them to be, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
69 all. 69 all.
We're both in a brilliant position.
Yeah, we used it. We used you all of Series 1 for that. Really, we like.
Thanks.
So, okay, that'll go with your panties.
Exactly.
So, round 10 is your letters, please.
4 consonants, please.
They are L, T, N, D.
3 vowels.
A, I, E.
Consonant.
V.
Vowel.
The final I. Andy.
Slightly risky, 8.
Okay, Paul.
Yeah, 8.
Yours, please, Andy.
Divalent.
Paul.
Yeah.
I had a sneaky feeling it was only bivalent, but are both of them okay?
Divalent, Stephen.
Yeah, divalent is fine.
Cool.
Very good. You
I'm going to show you.
Hold on.
I'm going to show you the definition because it is a brilliantly useful one. It means having a valency of 2.
So is bivalent valid as well? Does it mean the same thing?
Yeah, it should.
Having 2 valencies or something.
Yeah, having. Oh, this has a biological meaning. So associated in pairs of chromosomes.
Or another term for
divalent.
Well done, lads. Very good indeed. So that was probably the only 8, was it?
Yeah, that was the only 8.
Well done. Invalid for me, just. Okay, round 11. 0 point game. It's yet to change. It's Paul Nixon.
3 vowels, 3 consonants.
Okay. E, E, U, C, F, and W.
Consonant.
P.
Consonant.
S.
And a consonant.
And final S. Okay, Paul.
7, I think.
Andy.
6.
Your 6 is?
Sweeps.
Sweeps. And there's 7, Paul.
Fescues.
Fescues. How are you spelling it?
Fescues.
Fescues.
Yep, it's in.
It's in. Wow. What does it mean?
So a fescue is any of a number of narrow-leaved grasses.
Did you know that, Paul?
I certainly didn't know the definition.
Or you knew it rhymed with rescue?
Indeed, yeah.
Anyone think of a good rhyme for rescue? Yeah, I know one. Yeah, fescue. Well done. You get a round of applause for that one, actually, because that's a very good word. A chat beater, Stephen, perhaps?
No, it looks like a couple of people did go for it.
Look, too many clever people in this chat. Far too many. Well done.
But it was the only 7 available.
Well done. Well done. Fescues, I've forgotten it already. That's it. In one ear and out the other. So we finally have a gap. 7 points, Andy. It's not much. But it's round 12 and it's your final letters.
Unbelievable. Can I have 4 consonants, please?
B, G, N, and N.
3 vowels.
E, E, and I.
Consonant.
S.
Vowel.
Final I. 30 seconds. Okay, so Andy.
I've got about 1,000,000 6s, but I can't push to a 7.
Okay, Paul.
A 7.
Nah.
6, Andy.
Ensign.
Ensign, very nice. Make it so number 1. Okay,
Exactly.
Paul.
Engines.
Engines.
Oh, of
yes.
course, well done.
That was a 29-second spot for me there. I was the same. I couldn't see a 7 until it was like, oh yeah.
I think I gave up
Engines.
halfway through. Yeah, never mind.
Engines, yeah. So, Stephen, what could they have had?
Well, let's see if anyone in chat has spotted the 8.
Mm-hmm.
Adam has. He has spotted in seeing.
Nice. I
In-seeing.
looked at ing for God knows how long.
In seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, to in see is to perceive or discern the true nature of, or to have insight into something.
I suppose insight is in see, isn't it? Really, it's just another term for insight. In see.
Yeah. It says rare after 17th century.
Mm-hmm.
So it has fallen out of use somewhat.
Adam's on Jacob Rees-Mogg's reading list there, so he knows all those books. So there we go. So 91-77. It's a 14-point game. It's round 13, which is Paul. Your final letters, please.
Okay. 3 vowels, 3 consonants, please.
I, U, and E. R, N, and S.
And a consonant.
R.
And a consonant.
R.
And a vowel.
And the final A. Paul.
7.
7, Andy.
7.
Yours, please, Paul.
Insurer.
Insurer, yes, Andy.
Exactly the same.
Insurer.
Am I showing it right?
Down a bit. There we go.
There we go.
So finally, Paul, yeah, for reinsurer, that would have been, wouldn't it? Yes.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
My missus is she works in reinsurance, so you probably deal with the reinsurance companies quite a lot, do you?
Oh yeah, insurer was a word I remember getting stick for missing on the show when I was on as an actuary. You deal with insurers all the time. I managed to miss that one.
It's reinsurer. Do you deal with reinsurers as well?
Not specifically, but that was the word I'd hope to have come out.
I think they use actuaries as well, don't they? Reinsurers.
Oh yeah. But I'm more of a pensions actuary.
Oh right, your pensions. That's right. Yeah.
Far more exciting.
Yeah, no, Viv works for Renaissance Reinsurance, if you've ever heard of them. Cool. Don't ask me what she does. It's insurance. You know, yourself, people don't ask you. They're like, oh, yeah, just blank face. Yeah, blank face. It's a Chandler Bing job. So, 98 to 84. Stephen, what else could they have had there?
There were 2 other 7s, Reigners and Ruiners.
Reigners and Ruiners. Okay. Right, so it's round 14. Andy, 14 in it.
I'll go for 4 large, please.
4 large. Here we go. Hoping for a crucial. They are 6.
Even a 5-0 would be nice, yeah.
125, 50, and 75. And your target, 160. So, Andy, 160.
I mean, I'm tempted to declare something random for a joke, but yeah, I have 116.
Paul, 160.
Yeah, just about.
Okay, Andy, go for it.
Do you want to do an interesting way?
Go on, please, yes.
75 times by 50.
75 times 50, yeah.
Plus 100.
40, sorry, 38, 50, sorry, yeah, sorry.
Divide by 25 should be 154.
154, yeah.
And then plus the 6.
Oh no, the 6, pretty good. Very nice. Paul.
Very nice. 50 minus 10.
It's 40.
100 over 25.
It's 4.
Multiply.
Multiply them.
Slightly less interesting.
Lots of ways to get there. 6 times 75 minus 50 is 400 over the 25 for 16 times the 10. Plenty of ways.
Yeah, 63 solutions there.
63, wow. That's nearly got to be a record for a 4 large, isn't it? Wow. So, commiserations, Andy. You were looking for a hard one there.
I'm always looking for a hard one.
I know, but you were wearing your special panties and all tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll maybe explain the panties joke later on. That was a little bit of an in-joke. People are going, why do they keep mentioning panties? So, Paul, well done.
Thank you. I got lucky with an easy one there, I think.
It was close until the very end there now, so just a couple of rounds in it. But Andy, you will be looking to get the conundrum. So let me just clean the board to avoid distraction.
Yeah, sure, why not? Bit of pride.
So, fingers on the buzzers, guys, as we reveal today's ZoomDown conundrum. takers, Mr. Rawlinson.
Is it paywalled?
It sure is. Pressure's off.
Very good. Well played.
Very good.
Nice one.
That was pedal. What do you like, Andy? It was different pedal, but it was the only pedal we could fit.
Nice one.
One of Andy's expressions. What you like? Actually, people say that more about you. Really, more than you
Oh
say.
yeah, exactly.
So do you want to explain? Do you want to explain the panties thing?
Someone in one of my group chats earlier wanted me to get the word panties into the conversation somehow. And when there was one letter away before in the conversation, in the selection, I saw the opportunity to mention it.
It's my word. I think it's my most played word on Aptos. I mean, the chances of it actually just coming up in a game of Countdown is.
I think it's my most played word on the show with 2.
That's 2. I'd say it's up there with people's most played. You know, it's a 7. You're going to see it. Panties. Yeah. It's there a lot, isn't it?
Always gets a chuckle on the show, doesn't it?
Does it? Yeah.
Or it did from Nick anyway.
Yeah, maybe Anne wouldn't find it quite so funny. So, well done, Paul.
Yes, well played. Nice one.
Thank you.
Played indeed.
Good close game.
So, Andy, we'll have a bit of chat to you in a little while, if that's okay then.
Yes, yeah.
We'll crack on with this one. So, we're ahead of time. That was a very rapid game, Stephen.
And you know my stat earlier?
Mm-hmm.
People who've had at least 10 maxes won the game 10 times out of 11.
Yeah.
Andy got 10 maxes.
He did as you asked.
As I predicted.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
How many did I get then?
You got 11.
11, that's the one. Yeah, there we go. So, Jonathan, you know what you need? You need 12 in this one now. That's it. The maths are quite simple there, but that's what you go. If only it worked that way. But I suppose it's all to do with how the letters come out, isn't it? So, right. Well, anyway, Stephen, will we crack on then?
Yep.
Cool. So, any update in the Chelsea match, or was anyone avoiding scores? Don't maybe if no one wants to know.
I haven't been checking, but I won't say anything just in case people want to avoid
Right.
scores.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
The match is in progress.
Sorry, Tourette's.
Okay. Right. So, Mr. Nixon, your letters, please take it away.
Okay. 3 vowels, 3 consonants, please.
Okay. They are A, I, and U, L, D, and S.
And consonant.
Is a H,
Vowel.
O,
And a consonant.
and final M. Best of luck. Paul.
7.
7, Jonathan.
7.
Yours, please, Paul.
Dualism.
Dualism. Jonathan. Both went for that. Dualism, yeah. Nice clear writing with a marker. A marker is a good idea for ZoomDown. We like that. Call my daughter sucking markers today. What is it? What is it with 3-year-olds? Just like literally sucking the marker, and of course the lips were blue. So, dualism then, Stephen. Couldn't see beyond.
Yeah, there was just one of the 7 there. Loudish.
Loudish. That's my first spot. Loudish. Okay. Okay. Right. So, round 2 then. Jonathan, your letters, please.
Can I have 4 consonants, 3 vowels?
You can. They are S, G, J, and S, U, O, and E.
And then a vowel.
A.
And another vowel.
And the final A. 30 seconds. Jonathan.
A 7.
7, Paul.
7 as well.
Yours, please, Jonathan.
Gaseous.
Okay, and Paul?
Sausage.
Sausages. You probably saw sausage just didn't want to play, Jonathan. You were like, yeah, I'll play gaseous. But sausage was the one we all saw there. Stephen?
Yeah. 2 other 7s there. Assuage and gaseosa.
So assuage is an anagram of sausage.
It is. And a gaseosa, in Spanish-speaking context, a carbonated soft drink.
Una gaseosa, a fizzy drink.
Short for limonada gaseosa.
Say again?
Short for limonada gaseosa.
Oh, right. Okay. So you just can't say it on its own. Una gaseosa, por favor.
Well, you can.
A fizzy drink. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So 14 all. It's round 3, and that is Paul. Your numbers.
Let's go 2 large this time.
2 large. Okay. Your 4 smalls are 3, 8, 5.
Wait, hang on.
I've got 4.
Last one.
3, 8, 5, and 2. 25 and 75 are the 2 large, and your target 5, 5, 2. Very loud pop there. Sorry about that. So, Paul, 552.
Yeah, 552.
And Jonathan?
552.
Yeah, okay. Paul, go for it.
75 minus 3 times 2, 69.
Is Andy's favorite number 69? Yeah.
Times 8.
Oh, times 8. There we go. 552. Jonathan?
Yeah.
75. The same method.
You did exactly the same way in beautiful marker there. That's nice and clear. It's better than those co-event scrolls. I mean, I don't know. Has it got worse since, in recent years? Graham will know this, but it's been a long while since you've been at a co-event. So, Jonathan, the people used to do the minuscule writing as if you're really trying to copy them. They're like even they can barely see what they've written. It's that.
There are some people. I don't ask me to name names. I've basically forgotten who does this. But if you try to get all their games for the day on a single A4 sheet of paper, you do get people doing that.
Is it Gavin?
Might have been. It's the kind of thing you would do, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, the one pit. I have this. This is it. I have a sort of postage stamp, and I will fit my entire.
And you get some people at the other extreme who just write like this, and then at the end of each round they just throw away the paper and get a new piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm going to type in 72 font or something. That's what it is, and print it all out. So, was there any other ways to do it then?
Well, there were quite a few ways, but for the most part, chat looks to have been exercising their 69 times table.
69 times tables, right. Good. Don't know how they know those, but anyway, let's not ask. So, 10 points apiece. We didn't learn those at school. We didn't got that far. No, round 4 is Jonathan. Your letters, please.
4 consonants, 3 vowels.
Sure, they are D, F, S. There's a sail. T, E, I, and I.
A vowel.
E.
And a final vowel.
And a final E. Ooh. Jonathan.
A 7.
Okay, Paul.
7 as well.
Yours, please, Jonathan.
Deities.
Deities, yes, Paul.
Deifies.
And deifies. Nothing wrong with those, Stephen?
Yeah, those are both good.
Unless you believe that there only is one God and the deities is clearly invalid. But we're not bringing religious arguments into it.
Yeah, but then unicorns in the dictionary, so what?
My mum thinks dinosaurs aren't real. She goes, dinosaurs aren't real. I was like, Mum, honestly, get off Facebook, please. So, go on.
Well, yeah, the 7 was the max. You could also have had deifies, deities, edifies, and fideist.
A what?
Fideist. So, fideism is the doctrine that knowledge depends on faith or revelation, and fideist is someone who practices that.
Do you remember the 7-Up Fido Dido? Was that anything to do with that?
I could not say.
You remember that, Paul?
Yeah.
Fido Dido, but it never made sense as an ad. I didn't know what it was. Didn't know what the whole concept was, but everyone just knew who Fido Dido was. But okay, so 31 all. Round 5 is Paul.
3 vowels, 3 consonants, please.
Okay. A, O, and E. T, L, and L.
And a consonant.
W.
A consonant.
X.
And a consonant.
And the final L. 30 seconds. Okay, Paul.
6.
6, Jonathan.
6.
Paul, yours, please.
Tallow.
Tallow, yes, Jonathan.
Wallet.
And wallet. Paul doesn't even know what a wallet is. He's an actuary, so they never open them. I know a few actuaries, and they're it's hard to get them to get around in, Stephen. That's all I'm saying. It really is. But it can't be my turn. I have a spreadsheet somewhere. So, not true. Okay, no, I'm not sure. I'm sure it's true in the industry, but I'm sure it's maybe not yourself, but I'm sure there's quite a few. The value they know the value of a pound and all that. So
Absolutely.
So Stephen, what else could they have had?
That was it.
Really?
Those are the only 2 6s.
Tallow and wallet. Okay. So round 6 then. 0 point.
I was hoping for an O at the end for axolotl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so was Ray in the chat.
That sounds Mexican, axolotl.
Yeah.
Sounds Aztec or something.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Stephen?
It's a little aquatic animal.
It's very funny looking. I recommend Googling.
Yeah.
Is it OTL?
Yeah.
That's Mexican, isn't it? It's like an Aztec.
Yeah, it's a Mexican salamander.
Right.
You know how at primary school the class will have like a gerbil or a hamster that's the class pet? At my primary school, one year we had an axolotl.
That's amazing.
It's this crawling thing around, and you fed it these little worms in this white powder. I have no idea what they were, but yes, I have seen an axolotl.
A white powder from Mexico, eh? Wonder what that could be.
Possibly.
Yeah, what do you call a baby? What do you call a baby axolotl? An axolotl.
It's the Axel Rose. My word. We didn't have anything so exotic as that. No, definitely not. So, round 6 then is Jonathan. Your first go with the numbers.
I'll go for 6 small. Let's try 6
small. Okay. 8, 9, and 4. 1, 7, and 9. So good battle this. What's the target? 8:02. 30 seconds. Okay, so Jonathan.
8:02.
8:02, Paul.
Only 8:01.
Okay, Jonathan, 802 then.
Okay, so 7 plus 4 for 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then times that by 9.
Times 9 is 99.
Times by 8.
8 is 792, as my pen runs out, yeah.
And then you got the 9 and the 1 left over to add on.
And you have a 9 and a 1 to add on for 802. Very well played. Very well played.
Thanks.
Well done.
Stephen, was there any other ways?
Jonathan.
Sorry.
Well, Fiona in chat's gone the same way I did, which was 7 plus 4 minus 1 is 10.
It's 10, yeah.
It's both 9s, then you can take off the 8.
Yeah,
That's right. That's the way I did it. That
yeah.
was the last second spot. Yeah, I was trying it with the 7s to start with. It wasn't working, so. So, well done. Well done indeed. And you can relax. Put your feet up there now, I suppose. So, Andy, yeah, you got that one?
Yeah, with the 81 times 10, yeah.
With the 81 times 10, yeah. Paul, you trying something different?
Yeah, I never got round to the 81.
Yeah, I got that very last spot. We on the 7s. I was trying on the 7s just to see if I could get close, but I couldn't.
Yeah, 8s and I was going all over the shop. But...
Yeah, that's it. You've probably got enough time to try 2 methods. You don't have time to try 3. So I think in the 30 seconds.
Give me a minute, I'd have got it.
I'm gonna give you a minute. Yeah. Well, in the Countdowners group, we've got like 20 minutes usually to sort of. I like those. You can take your time.
The European versions of Countdown, you have 45 seconds on the numbers, don't you?
Do they? All of them?
Yeah.
Well, the Dechiffre and all that, they have. That's what they have. It's the standard 45 seconds.
I think so. I mean, I might be making it up. So
But
I think you're right. In old dechiffrated letter episodes, which you can find on YouTube, they're always using 45 seconds, or some are 45, some are 30 seconds. It's actually the reason why the countdown clock has a full face on it, because when they brought the show to Britain, they were building the sets. This is so Richard Whiteley said years ago when he explained it, and they hadn't quite finalised the format yet. So how long will the rounds be? Well, we don't really know. Well, we'll make a full clock and we don't have to use all of it. And it's an icon stands to this day.
Well, I have to say, I mean, that's, we don't watch for the host. We don't watch for whoever, whether it was Carl or Richard or Susie or Rachel or anything. It's the format. I mean, we all love the format. I think that's what we're all in love with, really. So Susie said that when she was on for the Series 2 final, and she says, "Oh, you guys, you change a few things, but you stick to that format, But it does work. It doesn't really need a change, does it? I mean, Jonathan, you remember from the sort of 30th birthday championships and all that, when it was sort of changing from the old 15 and all that. I mean, was there a clamour for a change at the time?
I don't know. Not from me. I always found the numbers were my weakness, at least back then. So I wasn't that keen on the idea. You
like the idea of an extra letters round, yeah.
The extra numbers rounds.
Yeah, I suppose it does suit numbers players a little bit more these days.
Yeah.
But it is a good format. It is. I can't. That we didn't want to change it. We just thought, well, that's the perfect format for playing Countdown these days.
Yeah. It does.
What about you, Andy? You remember all those era?
I was the contestant when it changed.
Were you?
Wow.
But from 3 numbers rounds to 4, yeah.
I'm sorry. Explain that to us then. Well, how would you mean you were the contestant? You were the next up.
No, it was in the middle of your Octo run.
It was in the middle of your Octo run.
Yeah, and they changed it from 3 numbers rounds to 4 because Channel 4 told Countdown, we're going to rejig the advertising slots. So Damien and the Countdown team had to rejig it at very, very short notice.
And not between series, like in the middle of a series. You weren't like a carryover
champion. The middle of like March or August.
You weren't a carryover champion. It was just your next game, where it's like, all right,
yeah, between game 4 and game 5, which is obviously, it was quite a big recording gap.
Wow.
I grew a beard during that gap.
That's crazy
to mess with them.
That is mad. Yeah, I don't remember that. I suppose. What do you remember of that, Graham?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so Andy has a unique Octo run, 4 in one format and 4 in the other. But yeah, it was, as they said, it was they wanted to change the part lengths for advertising purposes. But after a few few days, it just seems actually this is how it should always have been.
Yeah, I don't see the need to change it every game.
I much prefer the new 15. We call it the new 15 round format. Really, it's been there for 8 years. It's the 15 round format, and the other one is the old 15 round format. But yeah, I think
and then they used to have a 14 round format as well for finals, didn't they?
Yeah, but I think that the new 15 round format is broken up much better, as well as the fact that it has now 2 numbers picks per person.
I'm a little bit ambivalent on it. When I first started joining the community one in early 2019 or late 2018, whatever it was, I remember, I was more of a fan of the old format because I thought that the show was attracting too many maths people who weren't that great at the letters, that were more just good solid numbers players. No, not present company. I just mean your average player that you would see on Countdown was maybe not as much of a wordsmith as they used to be. But I think that's kind of come right back around full circle again. Really, now it's sort of changed. But that was my impression around sort of late 2018, maybe. There's too many maths students on.
It was all about 2018. I don't remember that, but maybe it just seemed like that because there were lots of numbers games.
Well, I mean, it's more attractive for a maths student than it was back with the old 15. The old 15 was very sort of letters heavy. You only get three numbers games. It was all about your letters really, whereas. I mean, Stephen has produced stats now that show if you win all your numbers games, Stephen, you're in with a damn good chance of winning the game, usually, aren't you?
Well, overall on ZoomDown, if you outscore your opponent on numbers, you win the game 68% of the time.
Those are big numbers, yeah.
If you outscore them on letters, you win 89% of the time.
Right, okay. Well, I suppose, there still are more letters rounds, but yeah. Just, I suppose, in terms of the sort of the people that they were attracting and the sort of the skill set. It just seems to be a lot of maths graduates. There seems to be a spate of similar type people on. At that time it was like, oh, hello, this is a student from Manchester University studying maths or something, whatever, and he'd be up against another student studying maths.
There's less of a correlation than you might think between being very good at maths and being very good at mental arithmetic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I know that myself.
Yeah, and as a former Manchester University maths student, I felt that very personally.
There's nothing wrong with maths graduates.
You specifically, yeah, it was. No, but it's a great format. I don't see, does anyone on the call here think it should be changed?
No, it's got to be sensible having the same number of picks each. That was the main downside.
Yeah.
Particularly when it was all right in the heats when the challenger got 2 picks and the champion got 1, but when it got to the finals it was blatantly unfair that whoever sitting one side got more of a say over the
things. Though it is basically a letters game, isn't it? The numbers seems like a side game from the letters rather than being on equal footing.
Do you not think it's more integrated now, Andy? But because there's a good solid 4 numbers games every time.
The French name, the original name, is letters and numbers.
Letters and numbers, yeah.
Yeah, there is that as well.
But you wonder why then it wasn't letters, numbers. Why wasn't that the original format? Even letters game, even numbers game, even letters game, etc.
That's just going too far.
But is it? Why is that going too far? I wonder. So it was more about the sort of the letters then.
I think the casual viewer finds it a lot easier to play along with the letters game than a numbers one.
Yeah.
Right, the French title, isn't it? Des chiffres et des lettres. So they put the numbers first.
They put the numbers first, the numbers and the letters, yeah. Yeah.
No, that's 50 years old next year, Des chiffres et des lettres.
But I think I don't want to say too much, but I'm not Anne Robinson's biggest fan. I find her intro and I find her chats boring as hell. But it still doesn't make me not watch. You
just flick through her bits.
Yeah, well, kind of go make the tea or something. But you know what I mean. But we're so addicted to the format. We all love the format that I'm still going to watch. It could be. Be Boris hosting it, for God's sake, and I'd still probably watch. It would be entertaining. It would be damn entertaining seeing him have a go at it, really, wouldn't it?
How many times can you apologise within 30 seconds?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, blah. But he'd have some great words. He would have words he used back in college.
So it would involve giving him any job other than being Prime Minister.
That guy yesterday, is everything okay? It was one of those real, you all right, chicken? You all right, hon? It's one of those, yeah. It's crazy. He was like, yeah, I think Went swimmingly, yes. I was like, did it? Okay. Right, anyway, before we get into a political mire, let's crack on with the game. So, 10-point game. Paul, it's your letters, please.
Okay, 3 vowels, 3 consonants, please.
A, and I. C, N, and F.
And a consonant.
N.
And a consonant.
V.
And a vowel.
And the final E.
Okay, that's time.
That's where the clock should have ended.
Yeah, that's time.
It's-
So I think Paul's frozen again.
Oh, is that why it's gone quiet?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Paul, what do you have?
7.
And Jonathan?
Yeah, 7.
Okay, what are your 7s?
Finance.
Finance.
And finance. Yeah. That's all good. Finance is
back.
good.
I'm back, yes. You see
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Strongly worded email tomorrow, there will be.
Yeah, we've had the words in. They both had finance.
Finance, okay.
Which
Right.
is the only 7 available.
Okay. Thought Paul might make finance. Could you have finance? CO? No, that's a 9. You couldn't have that with the 2 A's at the start, could you? No. Okie doke. So it's round 8 then, and that's Jonathan. Your letters, please.
4 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay, they are Y, N, M, and R, E, I, and E.
And a vowel.
O.
And a final vowel.
And the final I. 30 seconds. Jonathan.
Just a 6.
Okay, Paul.
A 7.
Your 6, please, Jonathan.
Ermine or Ermine.
Mine, yeah, that was mine. Paul, your 7.
Money.
Say that again.
Money. Moneyer. Someone who works with
A
money.
moneyer. My word.
It's in.
Paul.
Oh.
A person who mints money.
Person who mints money. Paul should know. There we go. A moneyer. I've never heard that before. I thought you meant
Following
like
straight after finance and insurer, which there's a theme
I thought
running
you meant,
here.
like Anne would love these selections. I thought you meant like moneyer as in MONIER. I was like, what's that? A moneyer. Well, Stephen, was that? Taking that was the only 7, was it?
There was one other 7, Rumney, which is, well, that's the head spelling, but it is an alternate spelling, ROMENEY. It's a sweet wine of Greek origin.
Okay. If you got the moneyer to pay for it, it's an anagram of moneyer, then yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well done, Paul. Catches you up. So it's a 3-point game, and it's round 9, which is your numbers.
Let's go 3 large.
3 large. Okay, your 3 smalls are 6, 4, and 7. And then you have 75, 50, and 100. And your target, 263. 30 seconds. 263.
Yeah, 263.
Jonathan?
263.
Okay, go for it, Paul.
4 times 75
300.
minus 50,
250.
and add on the 6 and the 7.
Yeah, on the 7. There we go. 263. Jonathan?
Yeah, the same.
Yeah, I was looking at it for a little while and I went, oh yeah, it's really easy. Yeah, it's one of those. Takes you a little while to twig that it's easy, and then you just, nice and straightforward. So, looking for a decent marker. That's better. So, Stephen, would anyone an interesting way there?
Let's see. Well, people in chat have seem to go with straightforward ways. There is a fun one.
Go on.
Okay, 50 times 7 is 350.
Yeah.
Add the 6.
356.
Then times 75 and divide by 100.
Oh, it's times 3 over 4, is it?
Yeah, so that's 267.
267, yeah.
Then you take off the 4.
And there's a 4 to take off, so it's not even just straightforward. Did anyone go that way?
Of course they didn't.
Good. It would be that's just looking for extra work, really, isn't it? All right. Okay. Now, scores are 61 to 64 as we go into double figures. Round 10. Jonathan, your letters, please.
4 consonants, 3 vowels, please.
Okay. T, S, P, and G. I, E, O.
And a vowel.
A.
And a final vowel.
And a final A. 30 seconds. Jonathan.
7.
7, Paul.
7 as well.
Yours, please, Jonathan.
Opiates.
Opiates, yeah. Paul.
Postage.
Opiates and postage. I thought he'd seen some 9 or something with his final 2 vowel picks there. I was like, okay, I was seeing something I'm not here.
I just like vowels.
Just like vowels, yeah. You finish with all the vowels, Paul finishes with all the consonants. Yeah,
exactly.
Stephen, I prefer a little mix myself now. Stephen.
Yeah, I mean, I used to go to Greg's, but that time was a pasty ago.
A pasty ago.
So 7 was the max. You could have had agatis, apies, opiates, pagatis, postage, and potages.
8 apies. It sounds like 8 apiece. Pity it's only a 7.
Yeah, it's one of the ones where you have to hunt in Lexico for it. So atopy, the atopic, but asthma is characterized by airway hyperreactivity, inflammation, and atopy. So atopic, so it's to do with hypersensitivity reaction.
May occur in the part of the body not associated with?
Not topical.
Yeah. Yeah, so not topical.
Not topical, all right. Things Anne talks about, okay. Right, round 11 is Paul. Your letters, please.
3 vowels, 3 consonants.
Here we go. They are O, U, and A. T, R, S.
And a consonant.
D.
And a consonant.
W.
And a vowel.
A rare vowel. It's a final I. Paul.
8.
8, Jonathan.
8.
Yours, please, Paul.
Auditors.
Auditors, yes. Jonathan. Auditors.
I have a question. Is outwards valid?
Yeah, outwards. I was wondering, is outdraws valid as well?
Yeah, outdraws is valid. There's one other 8, Tirades.
Is outdraws one of those outwords that means to draw out? To outdraw, to draw out?
Or is it to draw out, or is it to do?
Or is it to do with art? I'm
Maybe can outdraw fancy.
No,
I'm a better drawer than Andy, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's to attract a larger crowd than another event.
Oh, okay.
So it's that kind of draw.
My gig outdrew your gig. Okay, right. Pretty good. So it's round 12 then, and that is Jonathan. Final letters for you.
4 consonants, 3 vowels again, please.
Okay, they are L, V, D, R. E, E, and O.
And a vowel.
A.
And another vowel.
The final, I could have guessed that. Final A.
I'll stick with a 7.
Okay, Paul.
I'll try an 8 then.
Okay, Jonathan.
Areolae.
Okay, Paul.
Overdeal.
Stephen.
Well, it is in.
Oh, we were all thinking it. Would we have played it? That's the thing. Well done, Paul. Well done. One of those.
Yeah, so it means to deal too much or to too great an extent.
Wasn't sure about that. But...
Yeah, no, I was one of those. It was one of those. We all saw it. You just were like, yeah, do you play it? I was
yeah.
For a final consonant for
yeah. Ray in chat went overdeal ?
Over. Can you have overladen or overdealt?
Yeah, there's overlaid. So that's to load with too heavy a burden, or to overload.
No, I meant if you had a final consonant, could you have overladen?
Yeah, you can. Just having too large or too heavy a load.
And I'm assuming you could have overdealt as well if it was a T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sat back there after 2 seconds going, "Oh, overload is the max. I'm gonna look away."
I wrote that down.
The 2 O's, yeah. But you got the right plural of areolae. We all tried out areolas the other day, wasn't that it, Stephen?
Yeah. So the plural is just areolae.
Areolae. So, Paul, you're a 5-point lead now as we go into round 13, which is your final letters.
Okay, 3 vowels, 3 consonants.
O, O, I, R, N, and T.
And a consonant.
D.
And a consonant.
C.
And a consonant.
What are you like? Final R. Paul.
7.
7, Jonathan.
No, only a 6.
Which is?
Indoor.
Indoor. Paul, you're 7.
Tricorn.
Tricorn.
Yeah.
So having 3 horns.
Yeah, a tricorn is a type of hat. There's a hat with a brim turned up on 3 sides.
Well done, Paul. Well done. I thought it was like unicorn. Tricorn.
Corn
not mean horn.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, from French tricorn, tricorn or Latin tricornis, from tri meaning 3 and cornu horn.
So those are horns as well. Did you know that, Paul? Did you know that was a hat? You just knew the word.
No.
I thought you said tricord as in tricorder from Star Trek, which is probably definitely invalid. But yeah, we were all crying out. You just wouldn't give us that final vowel, or would you? It would have been a much easier selection, I think, now with the final E or something.
I like consonants.
You like consonants, yeah. It's a good clash of styles, this, isn't it?
Well, now Jonathan's been hoarding all of them.
Yes.
There's a vowel shortage.
You need, Stephen, we need stats on who picks the most consonants and who picks the most vowels. That's what we need for going forward. Maybe you could look that up at some point.
Yeah, I haven't been tracking those. That'd be probably be more effort than I can be bothered with.
Okay, so 12 points in it then.
Yeah, well...
Do we have the maxes yet? Anything else? Sorry.
Yeah, the other 7s available are Corrido, Odontic, and Ricordo.
Corrido. I was thinking, and then I thought, no, it's just Corrida.
Yeah, Corrido is a ballad in a traditional Mexican style, typically having lyrics that narrate a historical event.
Corrido. Okay. Okay, so 12 in it. It's round 13. Is that right? 14. Jonathan. 12 behind. Final numbers.
So I'll go 6 small again.
6 small. Here we go. Hoping for a crucial. We have 3, 10, and 9, 4, 1, and 7. And your target, 211. Who won one, Jonathan?
Yeah, just about.
Paul?
Yeah.
Okay, Jonathan, your way, please.
10 times 7 times 3. And add the 1.
And add the 1. There we go, Paul. You're holding it up already, Paul, yeah. These last numbers have fallen out in your favour tonight, Paul.
Yeah, 2 games in a row. Got
Yeah.
lucky with an easy one at the end.
So congratulations, that gets you across the line. Hard luck, Jonathan. Hard luck indeed. But right, we have a small matter of a conundrum anyway. So that will ease the pain a little now. If you get this. So if you're both ready, fingers on the buzzers as we reveal today's second ZoomDown conundrum. Jonathan.
Whirlpool.
Wow. Very good.
Very good.
Whirlpool. You think he worked for them, but he got the speed he got that was. Don't even know. Was there a timer on that one? On Graham, what did we make that as? That was very quick.
1.4 seconds. That.
Was it even 1.4? It felt quicker than 1.
Yeah.
Felt quicker than 1.4.
I got it in 1.39.
Not that you're competitive, Andy, but yeah, okay. So, Jonathan, well done on that conundrum. 101 to 99, so very, very, very close games tonight, guys.
Thank
Very,
you.
very, very well done. So I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, I did very much. Yeah, I was
Good.
happy with how it went. Well done. Well
Good.
Thanks.
And you were adamant about your consonants and your vowels. You were very true to form tonight. It was a clash of styles in that regard, wasn't it? So, Paul.
Scrape through, I think.
Great, yeah. Well, yeah. You've been playing well, but yeah, I think those last 2 numbers in each game sort of it was that's what you want. But that's the advantage of being ahead in this game, isn't it? It's when Rachel says, "Does anyone want to gamble?" and then a nice easy one comes out. That's what you want, isn't it? It's not what the other guy wants, I suppose.
Yeah, that's the luck of the draw.
Yeah, that's it. Well, it's being ahead. I think it's if you're ahead, I suppose that's just the advantage you have, isn't it? That you can, you get a nice easy one.
I think I've needed to be. I think three games. I haven't got any conundrums yet.
Have you not?
No. Opponent's got them every time. So I
Paul's
need that 11-point lead.
Bear that in mind. He hasn't solved any of the conundrums yet. You want to keep him tight till you get that conundrum. Then, so. Well, Stephen, what'd you make of that?
Yeah, they're both good games tonight. And further to my stat that continues to be debunked, Jonathan got 12 maxes in that game.
Oh. That's a low-scoring 99 for 12 maxes, isn't it?
He did what we told him to do to get 12 maxes.
12 maxes.
The problem is Paul got 13.
I can't. It's hard to remember a game. I'm trying to remember a game I had where I had 12 maxes and only got 99. It's quite a low score for a 12 max, isn't it?
Yeah, and the max.
No nines. Yeah.
The max is 121.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
yeah, Paul is now on 310 points. So he joins the other 3 win players. So he's currently 8th without doing anything.
Currently 8th. Okay. Who's top? I can't remember who's top.
Brendan is top
With
4 wins and 433.
433. So you need
it's
a
gettable.
You need a 124 to go top, then, Paul.
I get that. I haven't been close to.
You probably need a conundrum for that. You see as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Second place is Rachel on 400.
Okay.
But
nice. So there'll be some people that sitting down the bottom of that who have just been squeezed off. Actually, maybe Stuart has just been.
Yes, Stu has.
Sorry, Stu. Stu was
that was
hoping on a wing and a prayer that 2 wins would be enough. It's never been enough, I don't think. Or maybe it has once, but
That was me in the first series. I was hanging on with 2 wins and just kept dropping and dropping. Didn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't prove enough, did it, in the end, Paul? No, it's 2 wins is 3 wins probably gets you there. But that was really good tonight, guys. Very, very much enjoyed that. Very close games. I like the clash of styles. Andy, did you enjoy that?
Absolutely. Thank you for inviting me again.
How did you get on in that game?
Say again?
How did you get on in that game?
Not good.
Not good. When you lost, you stopped.
I think I got one thing that Paul didn't get, and I was like, oh, why couldn't that happen in my game?
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah. Paul, I think, maxed the letters rounds.
Well done, Paul.
Completely.
Top letters player these days, and people think you're just a numbers man, being an actuary and all that. But there you go.
My consonants, you see.
Bucking the trend, yeah.
Stephen, what's the stats on how many players get the conundrum and win the game? Given I'm 0% on.
I think you're in good company now. To be honest, I think a lot of players.
Yeah, actually, this series, getting the conundrum and winning the game, 17 out of 32.
I think a lot of players, if you're ahead,
50%.
Conundrum doesn't mean anything if you don't need it. Really, you're just like, yeah, don't care. I suppose you help yourself, go for it. You know, if you're more, I suppose if you're more than 10 ahead.
I mean, this series, no one solved more than 2. Like, no one has solved 3 conundrums yet.
Who is do we have stats on who is our top conundrum solver? Does anyone hold their conundrums?
I don't know. I can tell you who got all 4 in their Tetra run.
Yeah.
Johnny Canuck in Series 3 got all 4.
Yeah.
In Series 2, Rob Foster and Callum Todd got all 4. And Series 1, Jonathan Wynn got all 4.
They're harder than on the heats of the show, though, aren't they?
Yeah. And
they're more like finals standard.
Yeah, and you played against players of a similar standard, so
I've only got 1.5
we would say just below that, Paul. I don't think we try not to make them series final standard because they can be.
I'm trying to make myself feel better by not getting any.
They can be really hard. That's like tabbouleh and all that, where you're like, yeah, I'm just not seeing this. I don't even know. You don't even know the word when it's revealed. You're going.
So it was like in my semi-final, came out with a conundrum that I'd never even heard of the word before.
Which was
force meat.
Oh yeah, exactly. Things like that. You're like, is that a word? That's a force meat.
I remember Rachel saying afterwards she wasn't sure if the conundrum or the answer was the real word. It's one of those.
Yeah. Is that still the scramble? Yeah.
I don't remember what the scramble was. But...
That's a particularly awkward one because I know of force mate as a chess term.
So you'd have been buzzing in on that.
I had Fort Alice. I had some weird nines. I'd never heard of Fort Alice. It was a 9 came up in my one as well. But I suppose that's quite common these days. But I wouldn't have got it. But anyway, Graham, how'd you make of that tonight? You enjoy those?
Oh yeah, but two very 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 close games. It's one of those. I think neither conundrum was crucial, was it? But
No,
but there were
it
two
wasn't.
very close games. So it's like those you can get it without being crucial. So yeah, well played. That's very well done. Very high scoring game.
Yeah, very good entertainment tonight, lads. Did you chat enjoy it, Stephen?
Yeah, Chatham enjoyed it. Let's see. Adam says the best players lose their only game of ZoomDown.
Says Adam. On how many wins? 0 wins. I'm only joking, Adam. Now, but he's got so many chat Peters. Like Adam's good for the old pop it up with the great words now. Right.
Yeah.
Right, well, we leave it there, guys. So, Paul, you'll have until tomorrow. We'll probably let you know tomorrow, as soon as we can, who your fourth player is. So we've some interesting conversations to have about that.
Look forward to it.
Jonathan, I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight.
Very much so. Thank you.
Good, great to see you again. Great to see. Always good.
Yeah,
to
good to see you.
Sorry for forgetting your name. That was just. I've done that. I've done that about 3 times on intros. It's just the pressure of an intro. You're like, what's the third name? What's the third name? So.
It's because on the screen here it only says Jonathan. All the rest of us, it's got our surname. Can throw you a bit.
He's like Beyonce. He's like Cher. He's like doesn't need a surname.
He used to write them down. But I sort of think, I know everyone's name now. But you can still forget. You can still have a Boris moment. But right, well, thanks very much, guys. Thanks for taking part tonight. Really good to see you all. Paul will let you know. Thanks, Andy, for your appearance as well. And
thank you.
Thanks to the chat for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Give us a like if you haven't, if you enjoyed what you saw tonight. And we'll see you on Thursday for more great ZoomDown. So till then, take care and good night.